Good afternoon, everyone. I heartily welcome each one of you to this podcast. Education is the foundation upon which individuals build career, nation build its future. School plays a vital role by not only providing education but by also providing intellectual mindset. It is a place where lessons are taught, values are nurtured, talents are discovered, and learners are shaped. Every great achievement begins in the classroom, and every successful journey begins with the guidance of dedicated teachers and the support of caring school community. At Tyagaraja Central School, Bidadi, we lived by this belief for past 20 years. What started with a small, enthusiastic group of learners has now flourished into a thriving institution. As we celebrate the silver steps from 2006 to 2026, we take immense pride in nurturing students who excel not only in studying but also in sports, cultural activities, innovation, and leadership. A testament to this commitment is our outstanding record with district toppers for past 2 years, bringing immense pride to our school and inspiring each and every student to strive for excellence. Every milestone is a testimony to the vision of our management, dedication of the teachers, support of our parents, and the determination of us, the students. Words alone cannot capture the remarkable journey of Tyagaraja Central School, Bidadi, so I request all the audience to turn your attention towards the screen. A warm welcome to everyone. RJ School Beats is a stage to communicate, create and lead. RJ School Beats is a stage to the students to lead, communicate and learn. It is not just a radio show, it is a student-led initiative and communicate. Now I request Vedika to continue this program.
Before we begin today's podcast, I would like to remember a remarkable woman who is the foundation of everything we are celebrating here today. Does anyone know who is she? Yes, you are all right. Srimati Sulochanamma. Our mother's dream has the power to change generations. At a time when quality education was beyond the reach of many rural children, she envisioned a school that would nurture quality education, values and characters. Her elder son, KrishnaReddy sir, and along with his sibling, led to the foundation of Tyagaraja Central School. Their united efforts led to the establishment of this best Tyagaraja Central School. And we all know a school needs a teacher, and a student. But what matters in TCS is that we get every kind of support. If we ask, we will get every support we wish for. And before beginning today's podcast, I would like all the audience to stand for a while as a token of respect to Srimati Sulochanamma, the founder of TCS.
Dr. KrishnaReddy is a distinguished anesthesiologist, an educationist, and a visionary leader. Father Subbarayappa, mother Sulochanamma, eldest of 6 children, born in Chaukalli, Karnataka, 1953. From the roots of rural village to the heights of international excellence, Dr. KrishnaReddy's journey has been a testament to the power of dreams and dedication. For over 4 decades, Dr. KrishnaReddy served with distinction in the United States as a renowned anesthesiologist and a healthcare leader. Inspired by the vision of his late mother, Sulochanamma, Dr. KrishnaReddy played a key role in providing quality education for the children of rural village through Tyagaraju Center School. Today in our studio, I take the privilege of inviting the president of Tyagaraju Center School, Dr. KrishnaReddy. With great respect and admiration, I request you to take a seat on the stage, sir. I also take immense pleasure of inviting our CEO, Mr. Sandeep CS, Principal Ma'am, Mrs. Vidya Lakshmi, Vice Principal, Mr. Vinod, my dear teachers, and all my dear friends. So it's time for us to step into the podcast with a big round of applause.
Sir, if you could go back to your 15-year-old self, what advice would you give him?
The advice is very simple. You have to study hard.
The success means that you are taking care of your family. That's number one. Number two, you are getting good education and you are helping the society. And you are not cheating anybody. That's how the success means. You are taking care of your family, your brothers, your parents, your children, and be a good person to all your friends. In my opinion, because of my education, my family is successful. So I want the same thing to happen to people coming from the rural village. Even if 10% of you succeed in life, that's a great achievement for me. In a village 4 miles from here, to parents, and I am the oldest. And I studied in Chaukalli. The primary school has only 1 room and 4 classes. Nobody knew exactly where 1, 2, 3, 4 was sitting, and we had only 1 teacher. And from then on, I went to Bairmagla, which is a middle school, 5, 6, 7. and we always walked from Chowkalli to Bairmangla every day. And after that, when I finished my middle school, I had to go to Bangalore because we did not have any high school in Biddi. There was no high school in Biddi at that time. So I went to 8th, 9th and 10th, and I flunked 10th grade. So at that time, my father and his friends started a high school in Biddi, which is the government aided school now. And this was started in one of my father's friend's house. That was the school, first school we had. So I came back and finished my 10th grade. We went to Ramnagar to write the exam, 10th grade. I withdrew the 10th grade completely because I had only passed in English and Kannada. And I was in bad friends circle, going to movies and going here, going there and not studying. So I came back and we started the 10th grade. I stayed here in Biddi, and when I finished my 10th grade, my father wanted me to go to PUC. At that time it was only 1 year PUC. I didn't want to go. I said, I'm not going to school. So I joined my father in business for 2 years. I wanted to do this because we were sitting from morning to evening in the shop. My mother was always my support. So she said, whatever it cost you, 6 rupees pass for 1 month. So we go to Majestic, and from there we walk all the way to Vishweshpuram College. It is very close to National College. So we walk there, we leave here at 8 a.m. and go there at 9:45, and then we walk 45 minutes to the college. So after 2 months, my mom really, she couldn't see this doing every day for the next 6 months. So she said, why don't you go and join the hostel? So I joined the hostel. And I really studied hard. At that time, I was more mature actually because I quit school for 2 years and I had some experience outside. I was not just a straight student. So I knew I had to work hard and pass, and I passed the exam. And I was the only one who got the first class in the whole college, Vishweshpuram College. So in those days, they used to announce the results in the newspaper. So I walked to Bairmangla one day and then I found out 10962, that's my number. I still remember. And my name was on the first class, but we don't know what the marks is. So I went back and told my mom. And she said, go to Ramnalli and tell your dad because he was doing something there. So I went to Ramnalli and I told my dad I passed. He gave me 10 rupees. I was so happy because up until that time he was never giving me any money. So after that I joined medical school, 100 rupees a month as an intern. And when the internship was over, I was not making any more money. There was no jobs here. But my father-in-law was very, very supportive of us. So the big fight between my family and their family lasted only 3 days after marriage. And then we were all together all the time. So my father-in-law was like, you should go abroad and study. There is no reason for you to waste time here. So I had few friends who were roommates of me in the hostel. They were in Jamaica. So they were like, yeah, you should come here and work and then you can do post-graduation and things like that. So I decided to go there. My father-in-law paid for my ticket. My parents couldn't afford at that time. So it's October 28, 1978. Probably majority of you are not born. So I left Bangalore, went to Bombay and then went to London. There was like a 6 or 8 inch snow in London. So the flight couldn't land. So it landed 80 miles away. But I did not have any visa to stay in London. So a police officer accompanied me in a bus to London. But my flight was gone already. So I missed the flight. I had $28 with me. So I spent $28. Next day, they made me take the flight. So I went to Jamaica and it landed at 3 a.m. And I come out, none of my friends were there because they were there previous day. They were there all day and in those days communication was not like here. We had to send a telegram. That's all, or we didn't have phone or nothing. And I spent all my $28 already, so I was with zero. So I landed in Jamaica and I told the taxi driver, I don't have money, but I know where to go. You want to take me? He said, yes, Doc, I will take you. So I went there and then I told my friend to pay for the taxi. And that's how my journey started. And when I went there, I had to take the exam again. I had passed MBBS here previously 1 year. Then I had to take the exam again. And my wife did not want to stay too long. So she came back 1 month after I left. And I haven't even received my salary. I haven't even started my job. But fortunately, we had a lot of friends who supported us. And I stayed in Jamaica for 2 years. I did the diploma in anesthesia course and passed the ECFNJ exam, which is like an entrance exam to America. And then I went to America and then I had to pass VQ exam to change my visa status. That took almost 4 years. And then I did 4 years MD in there and changed my visa status. And then only I came back to India. 8 years after I left here, I came back. My wife was here once between 80 and 88, but I never came back for 8 years. So my mom and dad were like, forget about him, he's never going to come back. So the problem was the visa. It's not that I didn't want to come. If I come here, I have to go to Madras and then they can refuse me the entry with whatever silly problems or questions. And I didn't want to take no chance. So I came back here in 87 after that. After 78 I left. I came back in 87. Then I came back in 88, 89 and I started coming. Then only my parents were like, oh, he's not going away, he's coming back. So that's how it is. And I'm still there, 40 years now. And I have one beautiful daughter, but she's very obnoxious. And she's not married, she's 40 years. She studied MBBS, did not take the exam. She got a bank job. She's in charge of the small scale industries loan in a large bank. She says, I make more money than being a physician. So she's like, she comes here. I think some of you might have seen her. She was here 4 years back. And so many things happened. How this school started was, we were involved with education all the time. We built a high school in Bairmangla. The, the Bairmangla High School was only like up to middle school. They didn't have a high school. So we built 3 classrooms for that. That was in 1991. And after that, I was also a trustee in Mahatma Gandhi Rural Education Trust in Muttanallur. That's close to Bangalore, Sarjapura. So we always had some idea that we need to be involved in the education. And my nephew and niece in Biddi were going to Kanakpura. Twinkler Institute. So that was like 18 miles from here. And my mom is like, they're going in the bus from morning and they come in the evening, they're tired. How come Biddi doesn't have a good school? So that's how it started. My mom is always like, why don't we do one school here? So that's how it started. And then unfortunately, one of my younger brother died. So that's the Tyagaraja. He's my third brother. So we said we should make a school in his name. That's how it started. And by God's grace and all your support, it's been like this now. This is my story. And I want to tell you one thing. I still don't have a real date of birth because my parents didn't know how to write, and they did, So I have a rough like a few months this way, that way, when I was born, but I don't have any nakshatra, I don't have anything, and I don't believe in any of this, which I'm happy about it. My marriage was also like that. We did not see any of this time, galage, adu idu yenilla. We got married, that's the end of it, and we're still happy together. Thank you.
ಸರ್, ಇಂದಿನ ಪೋಷಕರು ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ವಿಷಯಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಹತ್ವ ನೀಡಬೇಕೆಂದು ನೀವು ಭಾವಿಸ್ತೀರಾ?
Well, I don't know about in India, but in America, all the kids are spending more time on the phone. Their time is like 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day. I would rather cut all that time into studying and sports. I'm always a good supporter for the sports.
ಸರ್, ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣ ಭಾಗದ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕನಸು ಕಾಣಲು ನೀವು ಏನು ಹೇಳಲು ಬಯಸ್ತೀರಾ?
Well, I'm always happy I was born in India because I have seen so many other countries where people suffer. We are in a much better shape than a lot of other countries. Number one. Number two, we are lucky we have a democracy. Democracy means that everybody and anybody can become anything. Just the same way like our Prime Minister, who is not very well educated, but he is a Prime Minister. So the dream is always has to be important. I want to do this, you have to work hard at it, you have to have a discipline. So if you really want to do something, you can achieve something in this country. Even though with all the negative things that we see, there is so much corruption, there is so much politics and this and that. This country is much better than a lot of other countries. And I always tell my friends, I'm happy I was born in India, number one. Number two, I'm happy I was born to a family who supported me beyond their means. So that's what we need, is family together. Work hard, If your parents wants you to do something, listen to them, work hard at it, you can achieve it. Okay? Like I said, I was born in Chowkali. I did not wear slipper until I was in 8th grade. I walked barefoot for all my life until I was in the high school. Anybody can achieve.
So next question. So who has been your greatest inspiration in your life and why?
Well, not one person. One person will not be the inspiration. Number one is my mother. My mother is the hardest working person. We are 6 people and she had adopted 2 more children from my cousins. And my cousin mom, my aunt died when she was 3 months postpartum after the baby. So she brought that baby to my house and she was breastfeeding both of us. And she brought another sister from the same family. So we were not the rich people or anything, but she always wanted the family to be together, my mom, she never complained. I can tell you, she cooked for 9 or 10 people 3 times a day. We had no electricity. We didn't have a gas stove. She cooked 3 times, plus for people who are like servants and all that, but she never ever complained about anything. So that is one. My biggest support in my life is my mom. And the next thing is my wife. I don't want to say too much about her, but she is a very strong support in my life. Whatever I am today, lot of credit goes to her.
So as you mentioned earlier, you like sports. So what is your favorite sport?
Okay. When I was in India, I never played any sports. Honestly, one time I tried to play cricket and the kids who were there, my classmates, they wouldn't let me play. So that is the only one time I played sports here. After I left here, after I went to America and I became a consultant and I had free time, I started taking lessons in tennis. So that's my favorite sport is tennis. And I also was a runner. So running is the ultimate exercise. You all know that. Running is the ultimate exercise. Tennis is also a good exercise. And right now, I am old. I am 73 years old. I don't play any sports, but I ride a bike every day 2 hours. Stationary bike at home. Yeah. Huh? Cycle.
ಸರ್ ತ್ಯಾಗರಾಜ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿನ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ವಿಶೇಷ ಸಂದೇಶವೇನು ಸರ್?
You are okay. I'm talking about the people who are in the 10th grade. You are at a critical stage in your life. Okay. What you do in future depends on what you do now. If you really work hard and study hard and get good grades, you can join a good college in the pre-university. It makes a lot of difference because this next 2 or 3 years will make you or break you. So you have to concentrate on your studies now. You are at a very, very critical stage in your life. If you study hard and you join medical school or engineering school, your life will be in a better shape than you are doing just a BA or BSc, some things like that. Are you done? Thank you.
Thanks for your valuable insight about the life education. What suggestion will you give for us teachers to promote the learning among the students? Being a doctor, you will be doing much better. You might have seen more people than we see. And which one is important? How to focus?
Okay, there is always two sides of the coin. You have good teachers and students work hard, then you get a good results. So it's both the students and the teachers.
What is your expectation from us?
Well, we always want the best. There is nothing like, we are happy that we got a good score, good results this year. And we are also the top for the district, which is a really monumental. But like I said, we want to see somebody really get a rank in the district or in the state. Someday, hopefully that will be possible someday.
Any others? Thank you, ma'am.
Good. Are we done? Rapid fire question. Okay.
So sir, let's lighten up the mood of this podcast. So we have a rapid fire round. So you answer these questions with words that pop in your mind just as you hear the question. And I also request you to answer in a short sentence or a word, even if it's possible. So sir, in between tea and coffee, which is the one thing that you would like to have at any time? I'm okay with this.
Coffee.
And sir, if you have a choice to choose between mobile and books, which is the thing that you choose?
Right now, we are at an information age. We can get any information we want in the mobile. Okay, so plus I start reading 200, 300 page books now. So I'm more into mobile. Quick reference.
So sir, India or USA, one thing that you like about each, the most important loving thing?
I love India. There is no question about that. But I have family issues. I have one daughter and I doubt very much any time she's going to come here and settle. So that includes me and my wife, we don't want to be too far away from her. So we make a trip like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So I love India, no question. I tell my wife, I can live in USA as long as I can travel back and forth. When I reach a point I cannot travel, I want to live in India. I want to be cremated next to my parents. So,
Sir, village life or city life?
okay. Right now, lot of villages are like city. City is more cumbersome. You want to go someplace, it takes half an hour for 3 miles. And I prefer a village life because now in the village you get the TV, you get the electricity, and the roads are good, and it's a peaceful life.
So one word to describe TCS.
Say that again.
One word to describe TCS. Tyagaraja Central School.
Oh, Tyagaraja Central School is Sandhi. That's all I know. I give him all the credit for working hard, working long hours, working every day. I mean, the things are so complex, I don't think I can do it. So I have to give credit where it is due. I give it to him.
Sir, what success means to you in a word?
I already told you what success means is family. your family is well off, you have a good health, your friends like you. That's more than anything. Success means a peaceful life with friends and family.
Sir, one teacher that inspired you to be at this point?
Well, I wouldn't say one teacher. All the teachers have inspired me. When I was in middle school, I had a teacher called Revan Siddhappa. He was very, very good and very hard-working man. He would walk from Bairmangala to Chowkalli every day at 8 o'clock in the morning, give us private lessons, and then come back and do the work till 5 o'clock. And that's one. When I was here in SLC in Bidadi, I had a teacher called SRS. I don't even know what SRS means. We called him SRS, that's all we know that. And I was very, very favorite student for him. So that way. And when I went to PUC, I remember one teacher, his name is Prakash. We had a test and I was like a student who was out of school for 2 years. We had a physics test and I scored highest marks in the physics test after 1 month. And he was like, he called me to his office and he said, "Oh, you did very good and I want you to keep it up with this kind of thing." So he was very encouraging to me at that time. And in my family, they had very, very big doubts about me studying PUC because I left college when my parents wanted me to go. And I was in Tarigapeta Monday from morning to evening. So they all thought I completely forgot everything. So that helped me a lot in the pre-university. Those are the 3 teachers I still remember who were very instrumental in my education.
One habit that you started to adopt in your life and it changed your life?
One habit changed my life. I don't know. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I had a lot of bad habits when I was young. I used to smoke cigarettes. When I was in medical school, I used to drink beer with friends. So it's not that one habit. I had a lot of bad habits. Like I told you, I don't want a son like me. I tell my wife, I was bad. I was bad as a young person. I was a rebel all through my life. And I am always grateful to my parents for putting up with me.
Now I would like to invite our CEO, Mr. Sandeep CS, to ask a few questions.
Nothing much bigger and expert than you now. So according to you, money is most important or education is most important?
Okay. Money is important up to certain extent. We can't live without money. Number one, I always tell my friends, you have a house, you have a car, you have a few $1,000s in the bank, and you don't have any problem paying your bills. And after that, it doesn't have any more importance. It doesn't have any more importance. Education is always important. You could be very rich, but if you don't know how to manage your money, people are going to take advantage of you. So I would say both are important, but education is important because you can earn money if you have a good education.
Thank you. What is your vision about Tata Centers?
I already told you that I want the school to get some rank in the state level. That's my vision. And I am happy that people from the rural villages are coming to our school and they are studying. Like I said, even if 10% of the students succeed in life, that makes a big difference for me. I would be very happy about that.
Who was you inspired you to join the medical course?
Medical course? Nobody inspired me to join medical school. I never thought I wanted to be a doctor. And in life, a lot of things happen because you are lucky. That's how I always say that. When I got my pre-university result, I knew that I am eligible to apply for medical school at that time, number one. But I did not know all the intricacies about the application, how they evaluate the candidate and all those things. So fortunately I had few friends who were seniors in medical school, and I took the guidance from them. They were very, very helpful in making my application. If I just filled my application like without talking to anybody, I probably would not have got the medical seat at that time, that year. So a lot of things happen because you know somebody who is more knowledgeable in those things. And like I said, my father plainly said, if you get in Bangalore, you go to medical school, otherwise you study BA or BSc, because all he wanted was a graduate in the family. Nobody ever graduated in my family before. So he was happy just to, I passed the pre-university and I was going to college. So, you know, as you all aware, medical degree has some higher level of things in the society. You know, if you say, oh, I'm studying medical school, they always look up to you compared to if you say, I'm studying just BA or BSc. So that's one thing. And luckily I got a seat in Bangalore Medical College, and I have to tell you one story. So I went to the day they announced medical school admissions. I saw my name was on the list, so I was happy. And then they mailed the admission letter saying that you are accepted into medical school. Please bring this with this much fees before this day and so. But I never received that letter because in my village there is no post office. There is no post office. The postman lives in Bayamangla, and he gave that letter to somebody who was going to Chowkali. And that guy kept it. He forgot that he gave me the letter. So I went to medical admission and they said, we can't take your admission without that letter. So I come back, and my mom was so insistent. She went to every house asking, did the postman give you a letter? So she finally found that letter, and I went back and I got into admission, got the admission in the medical school. I still remember.
According to you, what is hard work and smart work? Could you please explain?
What is hard work and what is smart work? I don't know what is the... Hard work is when you are exercising outside in the field, that's hard work.
For a student, I'm asking.
I mean, you know, the things are different now compared to what it was before. In our time, they always asked you like essay questions. They will ask 4 questions, and if you were not fortunate enough, you didn't read that topic, you flunked. And no matter how many pages you wrote, the teachers always gave you 12, 13 marks for 25 marks. Depends on the teacher's mood, whether he was reading the answers or whether he was mad at his wife, because they would send the answers papers to teachers to take it home and evaluate. And so we didn't know how to score higher marks. Today, the things are different. They ask you yes or no, or you select A, B, C, D, one of that, you select the right one, you get the marks. So you are in a better place than before. But you have to study everything.
So according to you, what is aim and why students has to keep some kind of aim or the goal or the target to achieve?
Friends? Aim. Well, I was, before coming here, we were on the phone getting the OTP numbers and all that thing, right? Now, this is what I told Sandeep. You need a basic education, basic education now to even survive in this society. Because if you want to drive, you have to read the signs on the road. You want to get something, you need something on the phone, you have to know how to read it. And I was talking to one of my sister, and she has no idea what is OTP. Okay, so he's asking her, did you get OTP? She has no idea what she is because she never went to school. So to lead a normal life, you need a basic education. That's up to 10th standard, I would say that. Minimum of up to 10th standard is very, very essential to even lead a normal life. Even if you are a businessman or anything, So work hard and learn good maths and good English, and you will be good.
Could you please provide a few advices to teachers?
I am not that great to advise the teachers. I never worked in teaching profession because I always, even after I graduated medical school and everything, I only treat patients. I'm not into teaching. I work in a private hospital and we don't have residents or anything like that. But teachers make a big difference in students' life. That much I know that. For sure, a good teacher can make a big difference in students' life.
According to you, what is discipline and why a student maintain the discipline in a school or in the outside the campus?
Discipline means, following a regular schedule. You get up at 5 o'clock. My habit is like, I get up at 5 o'clock, drink coffee, take shower. It's 6 o'clock. I gotta go somewhere. My wife is still sleeping. She's like, don't disturb me. I don't want you in the house till 3 o'clock. So I just go to work. That's my discipline. I go there at 6:15 every day. It's rain or shine, I'm there at work, 6:15 in the morning. And I do my routine things and eat breakfast and get ready to do the procedures and all those things. That's a discipline. You read 2 hours every day between 6 and 8 o'clock, that's a discipline, right? You do that every day. You need to follow certain disciplines in life. I read every day between this time and this time. And I do this every day at this time.
So which one value you want to keep it in topmost priority that your mother has taught you?
Family. Family values is everything. I always want to say, oh, I am the son of so and so. So that's a family value, okay? That is the most important thing than anything. You don't want to bring any bad name to the family, and you want all the family members to stay together. We are still together, all 4 brothers and 2 sisters, we are still together, although we do different things. We are still a family. I always say, I'm proud I have like 12, 13 nephews and nieces.
what's your suggestion for the parents? As it is a education system, we need some extent parent support also to shape the students' life.
Well, this one thing I want to tell all the students is you are lucky, you have good parents. The parents are doing their best to educate you. They may be foregoing a lot of their desires and working hard to educate you, okay? So you need to make your parents proud, okay? That's what the whole thing in life is all about. Don't follow my principles, okay? Study hard and stay together with the family, respect your parents, and you want to bring good name to your parents.
Sir, what is your opinion? Sir, the education is best in India or in other foreign countries?
Good question. I have to tell you one thing. Education is highly competitive in India compared to other countries, okay? Fortunately, even in America, Indians have the highest rate of graduation and double degrees, more than Jews. 98% of our Indian students, they also study, they're graduates and double graduates, they're medical doctors and they're engineers and IT people and they're CEOs. And in India, the problem is that although they have a lot of new colleges, new universities and all those things, education is highly competitive in India. We don't have like 600,000 or 800,000 appearing for one exam in America. In American system, half of them will not go to college. When they finish 12th grade, which is high school, they go to electrician job, plumbing job, or mechanical job and those kind of jobs. And they make pretty good living doing that. Here, we don't have that kind of. You want electrician, you never learned electricity, you just jobbed here and there and saw somebody doing things and you learned a little bit. So there, they have a systematic training and half of the people do not go to college. The other thing you are all have to be happy is, in America after 12th grade, parents don't pay for the education. You are on your own. Fortunately, their system is such that they get the loan. If they are going to the college, they can get the loan. So 80% of the college graduates have loans. It's not like my father is paying for me and my brother is paying for me or anything. Even people who can afford want their children to take loan and study, because then they know the value for the money. They are not just, spending too much and those kind of things. And the parents won't pay it. That loan is interest-free until they start working, and when they start working, they have to repay the loan, and then the interest accumulates. So we have a better system here. Parents taking care of the children until they start working. And my daughter always says, I'm happy, I don't have any loans. Yeah.
As you have seen two different cultures, Indian culture as well as the foreign culture or Western culture, what we say, which one is the best culture you would feel? Because we are all in a trend that we are trying one of the Western cultures nowadays. So what do you feel? Which one is right? What do you like to say to the young minds?
Well, the Western culture has some drawbacks. There is no question about it. The Western culture, like I said, the parents really take good care of the kids until they finish high school. Afterwards, they leave them to be on their own because they're not going to tell you what you want to study. They don't pay for it. If they stay home, they have to pay the rent, they have to pay the money for food, and 90% of them work after school because they have a lot of jobs available. They work in restaurants because they get a lot of tips and those kind of things. So they work hard. But they also have negative things because like when the parents get old, they put them in the nursing home. They're not going to keep them in their house and take care of them and feed them and all those things. They send them to the nursing home, which we are getting here too. A lot of the old age homes are basically nursing homes. Their nursing home means not the hospital, it's the old age home. In India, we have a better system in the sense we are attached to the family, right? There may be only one person earning and 6 people eating, but we are still attached to the family. We have a lot of good family values, but we also have a bad system. We have corruption, we have caste discrimination, we have religious discrimination. If you really think deeply, all men and women are created equal. Equal means equal. All women, all men are created equal, but that's not what we follow in our system, right? We pay less for women. We say, oh, this guy is not from my caste, so I don't want to follow him as a friend. There is always a plus and minus in every system.
So what's your opinion about medicine in India, sir? It's better to pursue in India or to go and study in abroad, sir?
Medicine is one and the same across the world.
Okay, the one thing I want to tell you is when I was a medical student here 50 years ago, we did not have any of these facilities which we have today. Even if you want to have a cardiac catheterization, we had to go to Vellore. Just to have a catheterization, not to have a stent put in or open heart surgery and those kind of things. Angioplasty, no, forget about it. Somebody had a heart attack, we put him on oxygen, we gave him some morphine and we started praying, hopefully he's going to make it. But now things are different. If people have money, you can get everything what you can get in America. There are a lot of good hospitals, MRI machines, CT scan. We never heard these things before. MRI, CT scan. It didn't matter, you weren't off of Bangalore. You couldn't get a cardiac catheterization at that time. So there is a lot of progress in medicine, but the thing is it's available only for certain people who have money, who can afford to pay the money.
And she is asking about education, abroad education or Indian education is better for MBBS.
Your opinion on whether you suggest students to go for abroad for MBBS for medicine studies, or it's better to crack the NEET exam in India and to pursue here itself. Because the students' mindsets, if the eligible marks for someone out of 720, if the students are scoring 600 plus or 700 plus, easily they'll be getting the seats. And up to 450 they can fight according to their categories. But the students want the youngsters' mindset. If you pay me 30 lakhs or 40 lakhs, I'll go to Russia or Georgia. I want to go and study there.
To tell you the truth, honestly, I won't go anywhere. Number one, like you said, Russia or Ukraine, those countries don't even speak English. We are fortunate, the Britishers gave us two important things in this country. Number one, they put 1,550 kingdoms into India. Otherwise, we would still be maybe 5,000 kingdoms by now. Number two, they gave us the language, English. If I want to study medicine, I'll study here because Indian doctors have an excellent record in America. So I would not go to any other country to study medicine. I would study here.
Why one crore in India
110%.
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? ಮೇಡಮ್ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ 40 ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಕಂಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಬ್ರಾಡ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. I understand what I am telling is 40 ಲಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಹೋಗಿ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪೇ 1.2 crores, which is best. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1.2 crore ಕೊಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್. ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ MBBS ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಗೇನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ USA ಆರ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್. Our system is the best. That is the reason our people are going across the world. Now that I am telling you, because of the competition level, students are unable to get the seats through need. That is the reason they wanted to do the MBBS in other countries. If the student is really well, definitely they will score more and they will get a seat in India itself. We have lakhs of seats available in India, even though because of the competition level and the population of the India, they are unable to get the seats.
We had only 4 medical colleges in the whole state of Karnataka in 1970s. Now, you probably have 40 colleges in Bangalore. Yes, ma'am.
Reservation, about the reservation in education.
Reservation in education should be based on the income level, not because of anything else. If the Brahmin guy is poor, he should get the reservation. If the SC/ST guy is rich, he shouldn't get the reservation. Reservation should be based purely on the basis of what they can afford and how much they can afford. And poor people needs, it doesn't matter whether he is like a Brahmin or a Muslim or a Christian or anybody. If they are poor, they have they need a good education, they need to get the reservation.
In our country, India, the hospitals are better or in other countries?
Americans follow a strict rule, okay? The rule is a rule in America. If you say you have a hospital, you got to have certain things, right? If they say I am a cancer institute, they have to have an MRI, they have to have chemotherapy drugs and units and specialists and all those. They can't just put a board and say this is a hospital for cancer. So in that way, they are very well equipped, very well staffed, and the results are much better than what you can get here.
How about the medicine? Does the medicine are the same across the world?
Medications are the same across the world, whether they are made in India or made in America. And we are fortunate in the sense, India is the number 1 country in producing medications. Medications cheaply, because you can get an HIV drug for 100 rupees only in India. It will probably $300 in USA. So we are very fortunate because we can produce any medicine, and we have good companies that makes medicine and they copy the medicine and all those things it's irrelevant. But medications are cheaper here compared to any other country.
Good morning, sir. My question is, with the AI revolution happening now, how can these students be future ready? What do they have to do so that they can compete with everyone, including AI?
Well, there is always a plus and minus. That's how it was like when the computer was invented, everybody thought, oh, we are going to be laid off and there will be so much unemployment, this, that and all those things. Now they say the same thing about artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is good as long as you tell the machine what to do. The day when machine starts telling you what to do, we are all in trouble. Number two, there's always jobs created in the same field. Artificial intelligence just doesn't come like that. You know, you have to have a computer, you have to have chips, you have to make it, and you have to fix it and all those things. So, I personally feel some jobs will be lost, especially in the lower level jobs, but not high level jobs, because you still need a lot of intelligent people to make those machines and tell them what to do. So that there will be some initial job loss, but as the artificial intelligence evaluates more and it becomes more common, there will be more jobs created.
What is the advice for these children who are growing up right now in this revolution?
Well, you know, I would say children are very smart when it comes to the computer. They know how to use it. Okay? In my time, we had one phone in the post office in Bidadi. Nobody had the phone. I mean, you know, we used to dial like this, and only some physicians have the phone. But now, I have my nephew's son who is only 2 years old. He's watching this, phone. He gets into the phone and he knows what to watch, and he's just 2 years old. So they are very smart, no question about it. And they will become more and more smarter as they use these phones. Because phones are now like a computer. They're not just dialing your number and answering things. They are so complex. And 80% of the time, we don't use all the apps in there. You know, the kids are very smart and they will do it. But they need to cut down the number of hours they spend on the computers and study. I see 10 people sitting in the lounge, 10 people are not talking to each other. They are on the screen looking at, I don't know what they are looking. I have no idea. So, but kids are very smart. They know how to use the computer.
Thank you so much, sir.
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಾವಿಬ್ರು ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಇದನ್ನ ಈಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದಟ್. ಬಟ್ ನಾನೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಒಂದು ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಇವಾಗ? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಬ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? AI ಬಂದಿರೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ವೇರ್ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕಾ ಹೊಸದಾಗೆ? ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ವೇರ್ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜಾಬ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ಏನೇ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ರೆವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಾಬ್ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು. ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ. ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ನಾನು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಯಾವುದೇ ತರ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಬಂದ್ರು ಅದರಿಂದ ಜಾಬ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೊರತು ಜಾಬ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಜಾಬ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಅವರೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಮನುಷ್ಯರೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ತಾನೇ ಅದು ಮಾಡೋದು. ಸೊ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಜಾಬ್ ನ ನಾವೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು.
All right.
The mindset of the people and the students also, like the main goal is become the doctor and the main job. But doctor is the main, or the job is useful, and doctor is very useful to our India as job.
Well, to tell you the truth, not everybody should become a doctor or engineer. I have a joke about these things. The people who sit in the front in the class, they are smart because they want to learn and they are smart, they are in the front. They become doctors and engineers. And the people behind them, they become like lawyers and this and that. And the people like me sitting in the last bench, they will be the one who are politicians and who are ruling all these people. So you don't have to be a doctor or an engineer or anything, you know. I was telling Sandeep, people who have a lot of resources, they don't need to study now. They need to study the basics.
because they should be able to manage simple maths and reading English and those kind of things. Now, people are so rich in and around Bidadi, they don't, if they have a lot of lands, they don't need to study. Okay? I have to tell you another joke about this. The father like me sold his land and put his son into the engineering school. He sold 2 acres land and he put him through the engineering school for 4 years. And now he's getting 25,000 salary. But the land he sold is 20 crores now. So, which one is better? I don't know. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Don't take it seriously. You should do everything. Study law, study engineering, study medicine, become teachers. Teachers is the noblest profession. I love to teach. I love to sit with you and learn. And when the time comes, I will come and teach every day. But it may be few more years. Teacher's job is the noblest profession. They make a lot of difference in people's life.
Sir, you told that Indians are there in American hospitals. Sir, why they not stay in India? They will go for abroad for country.
Yeah, good question. I always tell my wife, I was making 220 rupees when I was intern, and then I finished my internship, it stopped. So I had no money and no job. So that's one reason my father-in-law is like, you should go abroad and study 4 years. If nothing worse, you can come back and have your own hospital here. So opportunity is why most Indian doctors left this country to study. And when you go there, complex things, like I told you, my daughter is there, not going to come back. So what are we going to do here if she's not coming back? Lot of things like that. And kids who are born there, they are used to that system. They're used to that system. You don't have to use any influence to do anything. In last 40 years, I have never given one dime bribe to anybody. And everything is so automatic. People don't have hassles in life. Like here, we need to know somebody. I don't even know who is my MLA in party here. I just go there and vote one party vote, and whoever is the candidate from that party gets my vote. So life is easier compared to complex issue. I told you, we are much better than hundreds of countries. Still, can you imagine how the other people are living? Right? The President of America once said, Americans have no idea how the rest of the world lives. 90% of the people in the third world countries, they want 2 meals a day and a place to sleep. And they don't want color TV, they don't want Tesla cars, they don't want, big bank accounts and all that thing. So we are still very, very fortunate. Whatever it is, the Indian system is still working. It may be little anarchy, but the trains come, the bus come, the metro comes, and you are free to do what you want to do still, right? Most of the time. So the doctors who left India and went there did not go because of money alone. I did not have a job. When I graduated and I finished my internship, I did not have a job. So I had to go somewhere to find a job.
Sir.
Sorry? Well, when the patients get better and go home, that's the best reward.
Thank you all.